Hey, what's up, YouTube? Hey, you know what, Glow? Yes. So, I got off a little early today, but I am so disheartened at the autopsy results. I'm gonna tell y'all, they saying the autopsy results are not final because one thing they have to do on it is the pharmacology report. And the thing about it is, these people is not reporting this. This is a preliminary autopsy report. Now they have already released his body. I mean, other than weed, I don't see that much that he did. We talking about Takeoff, all right? My mind has been so gone with this situation. He was 28. My older children are 21 and 23. And he was not that person to get into shit. You see what I'm saying? And he got shot. So then everybody putting uh, there's so many videos I've seen now. It's ridiculous. Slow, fast. Then it confuses me on what I've seen previous. I really can't make amends or put it together what I'm looking at. It's actually causing more distress to the community, but it's also giving them clicks and views. So I honestly and truly don't care how he died. I care that he's dead. And I guess I have to say it like that. Now, once they did the autopsy preliminary, this is a preliminary autopsy report. They're saying it's the final. Ain't no way. Because for it to be final, they have to do a pharmacology report. And that don't come in for 3 weeks. This is not the final autopsy. This is a preliminary. But based upon what they've seen, it was multiple gunshot wounds to his body. But some of the layman people think, oh, the bullet went into his brain. That was the initial, probably, cause of death. It went into his brain. They're only giving you a preliminary report. They have to dig deep, but it didn't take much because they've already released the body to the funeral home. So the bullet went into the brain. It's not like he has diseases, you know what I'm saying, like cardiac disease and nothing like that. He's 28 years old. So the bullet went to the brain, and I think the bullet stayed in the brain. He got another gunshot wound to his, but that killed him, really. But then it may not have killed him, but then he had another wound to the torso, which is, I mean, your body, your chest, your stomach, that little bit, they have your arms and your legs attached to it. That's the torso. So it should probably the upper torso. Seeing that the second bullet hit the torso and went to the arm. So if he hadn't got hit by that second bullet, this is what it's telling me, he probably could have lived if they would have just done CPR and kept his organs, which that's what they were doing. However, he had multiple gunshot wounds. It wasn't just to the head; it was in the torso. Then it went out his arm. The thing about it is, if it goes to the torso, it ricochets to go out your arm. But what did it hit? 9 times out of 10, it hit the main artery, and that was the cause of his demise. So, hey, all right. Hey, in another glow. You already know I talk to you. Deborah Smith. Hey, thank you for being here. Yeah. Deborah, aren't you a nurse too? Yes. Rest in peace, Takeoff. And that's the bottom line. Like, I've been seeing a lot of these videos, man. I could do some of these people doing videos on anything. Sometimes it's 2 or 3 minutes on what somebody else fucking did. Shout out to Storm Monroe, because he got a thing on there where he interviewed one of the witnesses. Now, some of what she's saying makes sense, and then some of it don't. But it all that was to me that was the first initial to get the other information or people to come forth. So people are coming forth now. Plus, I think they have got the cameras all around there and the ones in the bowling alley, and so they have a clear picture. And I know people don't want to talk because they fear this family. But and they just want the laws to handle it. But there was too many cameras out there for the laws not to handle it. They was just hoping somebody. But if you're obstructing justice, then guess what? You can be dealt with. So that's when I think people start speaking the fuck up. I mean, it wasn't a big ass crowd there. The people was there is there. It is sad. Okay, I didn't know Deborah. There's a Deborah that has been with me for a long time, and she's a nurse. I don't remember her last name, but her name is Deborah too. And she follows a couple of other YouTubers, not all of us. But anyway, I'm sorry. Thank you, boo. So my heart just go out for his family, his mother, and even though Offset and him wasn't on good terms, as well as Cardi B, for some reason, I think that was all just a publicity stunt. Because I heard after they broke up, they start asking questions, and he was like, "Nah, we're not talking about that. We're talking about our shit, like what we do. I've always wanted to collaborate with somebody. Why can't I collaborate with my uncle?" That was so epic. And then just the things that he said. But even this is my thing. Even when Quavo was in there talking shit, he was the level headed one. He's like, let's go. But at that point, things had already got heated up. There used to be a thing in the day where the rappers that they felt intimidated by, they would try to harm them. And it reminds me of that. And Rap A Lot Records know. They already know. My thing is this. They should go in with their own shit, their own security, which I think they did. And not rely on who is the producer in that city. Because clearly there's something not right going on in that city. The thing about it is sometimes God would take the one that gives the most impact to get to anybody, everybody that's dealing with this that's dealing with this. Yeah, and the bowling alley have the footage, and then they said it was about the House of Blues. It apparently is a very big public area, so they have footage. They know who ran the fuck out and all kinds of shit. They have the footage in the bowling alley. They're not going to tell you, but guess what? All the footages we're hearing is the standby people who never could come up. Like y'all already implicating yourself just talking about this stuff and sending this stuff to people. Sorry, y'all. Eat my lunch. This YouTuber, I don't know who she is. She just popped up my timeline. And she said she unfollowed for holding no her online. But she had this big ass chicken sandwich from Hardee's. And I'm like, damn, I want this sandwich. And I don't eat a whole lot of tomatoes, but I got tomatoes. So she made that shit look so damn good. Mm. So now the way she was munching on them fries. Let me see who this person was. The way she was munching on them fries, I'm like, damn. Girl, she was munching on fries like she was damn squirrel and chipmunk. I'm like, oh no. The sandwich is enough for me. I already ate half of it and I'm full. I couldn't get no fries with this shit. But her live was why it was a month ago. And it was why did I unsubscribe from Nosy? And so she said she was in a workplace and she saw they was doing a lot of bullshit. And she said if that's what they're about, I'm not. But the whole time I'm sitting here looking at her eating this damn chicken sandwich. It had fresh lettuce, fresh tomatoes, it had pepper jack cheese. I'm like, damn. Girl, she had me hungry by the time I go home because I was on my way home. You know, Glow laughing. I said, God, I got to get me a chicken sandwich. So, I'm a DoorDash queen. So, I ordered me a chicken sandwich. And I'm not big on tomatoes, but she made that shit still look good. I didn't ate half the burger and it still look good. Now I didn't get no fries. I got me a almond palmer, which is a lemonade and a sweet tea, which is really good and refreshing. So I'm good. So I'll start my shift in a little bit, in a couple of hours. But yeah. Yeah, just keep prayers for the family of Takeoff. Also for Quavo and Offset. Let's pray for them and their families because they are actually blood. And I'm gonna tell you this. I never you knew that they separated, but I never heard any one of them bash. The only thing I heard was Sweetie slept with Offset, but we don't really know if that's true or not because like listen to his album. But I think some of it was publicity. But I saw recent interviews with Quavo and Takeoff, and they were not talking. They wasn't trying to talk shit on him. They're like, we ain't talking about that. We on a whole other thing. We can do a collaboration together. We ain't talking about this. If you can't get down with what we doing, then fuck you. Basically, that's what they were saying. So I feel like it's not like they hate each other, even though they was family members. But I mean, it just goes to show you have to cherish every moment for what it is because you never know if somebody's gonna be here today or tomorrow. So anyway, that's how I feel about the situation. Y'all go check the stories out, and I will see y'all later. Peace.